It's out to y'all. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's a wealthy Thursday. It's King Rip. I want to elaborate on something, and then I'll leave it for y'all to, interpret it because I'm just freelance it, from memory and everything else. Y'all know how a lot of people, they they're waking up, they're learning. So I want to remind y'all, and it's good news. It's glad tidings for today. You feel me? I want to remind y'all how weak the devil is. All through the Bible is from Job, before Job on, you know what I mean? Even the demons, right? Slow, dry, like all that, right? Let me let y'all know something. Flat out, you feel me? The devil has to have permission. He's not like God. You feel me? He has to come on his knees and beg to go after someone. Don't give the devil glory that he can't even receive himself. That alone is, is not as open as y'all are becoming. You get what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all another boost, a head start. You know what I mean? So y'all can up y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, the devil has to have permission, and the devil can only be one place at one time. Not like God. You see, God is everywhere. God is in everything. God is all knowing, past, present, and future. When you come into the devil is, only the past. Nobody want to live in the past. You get what I'm saying? We learn from the past so we can change the future, but we don't sit back and live in the past in a daily repeat every day. You're basically killing yourself when you do that. You know what I mean? But the devil, and also when demons were being cast out, what were they proclaiming? That's Jesus, that's the Son of God. What do you have to do with us? It is not our time yet. Now it's their time. So now I already let it be known. I commanded them to go after, you know what I mean, the wicked. Go after the stalkers. Go after this. If there was a threat to women and children, they betrayed our country. It is what it is. They're being haunted, tormented, killed. You get what I'm saying? And then you have the death angels on them as well. While a lot of angels are protecting everybody else. You feel me? So don't give him glory. Glory be to God. You feel me? Don't give somebody that can't even do nothing. You know what I mean? Glory. And special thanks to y'all for even listening, because right now with the stalkers that was spying on everybody, you feel me, for the department, they're moving on them in the department. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They didn't want to listen. The usual, the pharaoh treatment. You know what I mean? They didn't want to listen. They wanted to be stubborn. They wanted to, oh, Jesus is over there, so let's pop up and let's just, let's eyeball this man. You know what I mean? Like, and who is that tormenting me or them? You get what I'm saying? Because my features don't look like that. I'm either serious or I'm laughing. You feel me? My features don't look like that. I ain't toe up. Ain't nothing, ain't nothing wrong with my body parts neither. You feel me? Like, their lifestyle is taking a toll. Their history of being against our country and that look, that guilty look, like that same look as when people getting ready to get washed up, get a gang of time or get the death sentence. You feel me? That look is a guilty conscience. But y'all know how the light of the world is. When I come around, what y'all started to see, all the so-called toughies ran to their phone and dropped dime. Started being instructed right in front of everybody. How can you betray yourself as a street nigga? You can't do that no more. That's over. How can you betray yourself as anything? You can't do that no more. That's over. You called yourself a stalker, which is a creep. You called yourself a snitch. You was informant, a spy, and you said you worked for somebody in the department. Now they own the department. They in their social. They in the dating sites. The same old we know. They in their phones. Their phones is their worst enemy. You feel me? So are y'all in that position? Realize what the mark of the beast is and how that's taking a toll on them. And much love to everybody that's getting them out of their relationships, out of their workplaces, out of everything, because treason is a mug. And everywhere I've been, they end it like a mug. And it's been worldwide. It's been something that happened to them as a group. And the more they came, the more they plotted, the more they schemed, the more they died, the more they ended. And we just blasé, you know what I mean? You got to think about the history of stupidity. You feel me? And then you think about the history of wisdom, intelligence. You can literally look at somebody make a mistake and you know not to do it. Just take an example for, you know, when we're kids and our parents is teaching us, you know, don't put your don't play with the stove. Fire is hot. And then make sure we understand. You don't ever see us playing with the stove until we're ready to. That's when we cooking, you feel me? These type of individuals are not like that. And I'm going to remind y'all who they are by using this parable and explaining it at the same time. They're like children. This generation are like children. And when I say generation, I'm not talking about total. I'm just talking about their little group. That's not even really a group. This generation is like children. The mentality, you feel me? What y'all already seen. It's like children. And the marketplace is crying out to people. We sang for you. We danced for you. We played the flute. You didn't pay us homage. You didn't, you know, cry. You didn't laugh. I mean, we didn't ask you to do that for us. We didn't ask you to come around us looking like you look. We didn't ask you to start asking us all types of the same old questions that you shouldn't even be asking. It's none of your damn business. A spy is going to always let you know what a spy is. And since they already said they're fake, since they already said that they were fake, I'll give y'all an example how some of y'all already seen in relationships. Oh, he knows it's fake. He knows. No, they're not fake with me. They can't pretend with me. I'm the light of the world. They're showing themselves to everybody they was pretending with. That's a difference. When y'all see they scared to just be honest and tell y'all what the hell it is, that's passive aggressive. That means they will hide everything they really feel. They will hide on devices. They will hide behind doors. They will hide behind anything. They feel you can't even hear them. Then they'll, you know, they'll try to act like they got some cojones. You feel me? But they don't. They scary to the core of it. You get what I mean? So since y'all know the minds of, you know, these that try to call themselves opponents, since y'all know they're being moved out of the workplaces, what did y'all see all last week, all the week before last too? They're helping getting each other fired. They're doing that to themselves. All you had to do was your job. That was easy. You signed the resume. Whoever you working with or behind the scenes with, they don't have nothing to do with your industry. They don't have nothing to do with your job description. They don't have nothing to do with what you put on your resume that you can do with your application and failed to do because you're trying to do something for the department. And now they're telling on each other. So what good did that get anybody a part of that little sector? Calling themselves spies, or they was gang stalking, or they was trying to run around looking sloppier than the mug. You feel me? We didn't dress them up. It is what it is, you feel me? But don't give the devil glory. He don't deserve none. He gets none. You feel me? He is not worthy to be praised. So don't give him glory, because that's a sort of praise. When y'all see me out here complimenting y'all like I be doing, that's a thing of praise. That's called praising y'all. You feel me? It's called praising. When you compliment somebody, that's praising. You feel me? That's how you interpret that. When you are giving glory, basically giving credit to somebody that they don't even deserve credit, that's blindness. You feel me? But y'all not blind. Y'all waking up to this. You feel me? Like y'all know what it is already. You feel me? So that's my message to y'all. So y'all know what's, you know, happening. And then on the flip side, those of them that was betraying y'all, that's openly telling everybody, you feel me? Like anybody, you feel me? What it is, no man should be running to any woman or child. That's what the stalkers do. That's what those who are treason do, the council cultures, you feel me? That's what they did. We don't do that. You feel me? It's the woman's choice to, you know what I mean, an obligation to go and choose the man that she wants. Those times of everything else is far gone. That's over. You feel me? Especially we don't move like this, you know, whatever little group. We don't move like them. And they were hiding. They just can't hide no more. All yesterday, they was in cars complaining like a mother. Yeah, you was faking in a relationship. You got kicked out of that relationship for not being real. Women always ask for where are the real men. They didn't ask for where the fake niggas is. That's just a given, you feel me? Let's see how fast my hair is going. It's going fast. Anyway, y'all know what it is, you feel me? So go from that, realize how scared and how fearful the devil and demons are, to the point where they have to ask permission. That's not powerful, my nigga. That's not powerful at all. In fact, that's slavery. That's slavery. All the stories y'all heard of the stalkers and everything, trying to get validation, like, trying to prove theyself and stuff like that. That is slavery. That's a slavery mind. Who are you trying to prove yourself to in the first place? Who are you running on? Because I sent them running back to their phones and showed everybody they was pretending with. They wasn't who they said they was. And still blasé. Went all through alleys yesterday, all through all types of stuff, just having a good time. You feel me? A good time. Do you think that I would stop my life, stop what I was doing, just to pay attention to somebody that don't know how to even hold their phone, their camera on their phone got to be in my direction? Like, what, you finna go bang your booty or something? Like, what is that gonna do for me? That's not no payment for being a stalker. That's stupid. Where the money at? Why you wasting your time? You ain't investing in me. I didn't invest in you. If I did, you wouldn't be in that position that you is. You wouldn't be looking like that, and there wouldn't be no man on your phone. Those three have to be a combination. You wouldn't be looking identical like each other. Y'all don't look like that. Y'all got personality. You feel me? Y'all don't have to try. They have to get a text from a phone from the department that they already traced it all back to. That's how stupid and illiterate that is. Nobody needs to date a phone or be friends with a damn phone. That's why they being fired out of those positions. And that's why they running back to a car that they ain't got no insurance on. You can see it just from the way they look and how they driving. You feel me? So what good is that? Who money got wasted in that? If you notice, they the only group that's trying to be loud. You surrounded by sharpshooters. How the hell are you gonna be loud and you're giving your position and then wonder why every time the news is turned on or anything, the feds is moving on them? Understand when it's a lost cause to even give your attention to something. You know what I mean? It's already federally mandatory. It's mandated to report discrimination. If they worked or said they worked for the department, who snuck them in y'all relationship? Who spied on y'all to do that? That means y'all got lawsuits. Who snuck them in the workplace? That means y'all got lawsuits. You feel me? Understand when somebody is openly saying they're an informant, they work for the department, and they constantly on the phone with the same damn dude's voice on the phone. That's an AI system that he's hiding behind. We already got the voice manipulator, you feel me? They only gave them the Alexa just so they can start confessing, because our government already seen that's the light of the world. When he comes around, when this happens, this is finna get ready to happen. This is finna happen. And if this continues to happen, it's finna be a lot of bodies. So what they did was they started, adjusting, because everywhere I went, their kind has died. You hear what I'm saying? So it was natural. This is a Christian country. You can't complain that I'm Jesus and then you're running around trying to stalk and harass. Did you see how I lined that up with scripture? And they have the mark of the beast. They also got crimes on them. Think about it with Isaiah chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaiming their crimes. They're confessing. They don't even try to hide it. They're not interested in hiding it. You got to know a guilty conscience when you see it. Don't give the devil glory. He don't deserve that. You feel me? Glory be to God. You know what I mean? Glory be to God. Understand, Ain't nothing dark about this world right now when you got the light of the world here. What it is, y'all seeing it. Y'all seeing dark people. Remember Matthew chapter, 24. Y'all told, don't worry. These things must happen. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you notice, what areas is these things happening in? Who is it happening to? What was there? What was the history? Why did they listen to the warning? How are they getting caught slipping like that? What type of mentality do they have? Why isn't it happening? Key question, why isn't it happening everywhere? Why isn't it happening to y'all? None of the righteous. Understand what I said before. They tried to hide. You cannot hide from God. You cannot hide from death. You cannot hide from anything, especially in this country, and you playing on a device. Do you see how I lined that up? That's their worst enemy. They're being tracked and monitored 24/7. When they time come up and they number come up, somebody's coming for them. Period. This is what it is. They're being purged out of the land. And let me make it a little more up to date. They're being legally genocided out of our country because of what they did. How they teamed up with the clan that hidden badges and started COVID. You know what I mean? How they was involved with human trafficking, the cannibalism and that. How everybody spoke against it. How they kept on trying to send people to interrupt our protests. You understand? They don't like nor agree with our laws, yet they contradict themselves because they want to try to dress like us. They want to try to live like us. They want to have jobs in our country. Like, come on, if you don't like us, get your ass out of here. Leave. Don't be a jackass. Just leave. Trump said it himself, and he got caught up with cancel culture, gang of felonies. Yet he's the president. So if they don't understand equal opportunity and they're sitting back and known to discriminate, this is why they made it a legal thing and made it federally mandatory to report discrimination, my nigga. Period. The same thing we protested against and the racism in the department, they've been sent agents over there in person. You get what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give their position. They've been reformed. They all gotta have body cams. So for those that y'all be seeing, all these wannabe males running around in they little cars and the fire ambulance, whatever, you feel me? They running around and they trying to communicate to bums, to sellouts, you feel me? Cancel culture, basically, you feel me? They trying to communicate with them while we're ending homelessness. That's decreasing like a mug, you feel me? So for somebody to not understand, you got to understand when they're ending. That's the downfall of the wicked. Everywhere they tried to hide, they always got. Their families got just for even hiding them. Understand, this is how our country works as well. Look what happened to the Italian mafia. You feel me? Till they just went legal. They went straight home where they rest their head and they got on their family. Situations got put in place, they turned around and those dudes started telling on each other, debriefing them. You feel me? Now the reality, because that's a reality, but these niggas' reality, they already documented snitches. They got their faces, their workplace, they got their housing, they got their family, they know who they was pretending with, they know their whole giddy up. That's not for us to stress on. That's not our crime. That don't got nothing to do with us. That's why it's also said, do not fear the sudden disaster of the wicked. Nigga, you're not wicked. You don't even got the mark of the beast. How can you be wicked? You feel me? Like, their description lines up with everything that's in their description. Our description is very different. Understand, when they leave, disease and death leave as well. Y'all gotta prepare for that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing. So don't give the devil glory when he can't even receive glory. He don't even know what that feels like. He's not the morning star anymore. That's not what it is. You feel me? He's a weak little bitch and he gotta sit back, you get what I'm saying, and beg just to go and attack somebody specifically, meaning individually. Demons have to do the same thing, but they don't got permission no more. They're only attacking them. So when you see all this stuff happening, it's happening to them. It's not happening to y'all. That don't mean our guard is down. That don't mean we finna just open arms and legs and let them in our lives. You get what I'm saying? Or for us males, we finna just go up in them. That's not finna happen. That just don't happen. You feel me? When y'all see that they cannot get, they cannot grow. One of y'all sisters said it. I seen her video. You feel me? She said it. Why can't we shine together? And I text a message back like, love, like, you know what I mean? They got the mark of the beast. They're bitter. You feel me? They're jealous. They're bitter. They're envious. Like, this is their traits. They talk about people, which is slandering, which is smearing. More up-to-date word is smearing. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. Nobody else in their right mind thinks like that. And truth be told, they admitted it already multiple times. They got the mark of the beast. They didn't care. They admitted it. So the ones that y'all see that's pouting right now because they being ran out of relationships with their weak self, you feel me? Y'all also seen why they was pretending that they was, we're doing this to him, we're doing that to them. And what did I tell y'all? What man is gonna go out of his way to be a part of a group like that? That's some gay stuff. You feel me? They're into each other. You get what I mean? And all they did was expose that they really getting poked on. They sucking on. You feel me? One another. Understand when that's their business, that's their consent. Okay, cool. They not in the females. My thing is, stay the hell out of y'all life. Stay out of y'all business. Stay out of men business that's in the females. Mind your own business. If you in the bummy booty hole, you'll jump in TP and bung hole. Go jump in that Beavis and Butthead type of stuff. You feel me? But if you're not into that, you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't have even been a part of that group in the first place. They don't let in people like that. And they hate their own females. That's why y'all see now those females is not really around them. They're not really around them. They know everything about them. You get what I mean? So y'all have a happy Thursday. Y'all have a decent Thursday and y'all are awesome. You feel me? Y'all gonna stay awesome. Y'all gonna get even better too. Understand when y'all even hear me talk, y'all getting solid spiritual food. Y'all not getting milk anymore. I'm not telling y'all in parables. I'm not telling y'all in riddles and figures of speech. I'm telling y'all flat out what it is. You know what I mean? And don't mind me. I can curse them to death. Everything that I do is against them and for y'all. So who's losing anything? Keep that in mind. Understand Isaiah chapter 4 for y'all females that's on that list. You feel me? Things are getting ready to happen, and we see in the end of verse 2 in chapter 23 of Jeremiah too. Then verse 3 comes. Y'all stay safe. I love y'all.